Chapter 1. The Weight of Waking. Chu dangled one leg over the edge of the Sîl'tarym Tower window, teeth sinking into the purple flesh of a sun-ripened plum. Juice ran down his chin as he watched dawn crawl across the valley, painting the distant peaks in bloodied gold. Quiet mornings were best, before his father's disappointment could find him, before Sinmi's brooding infected the air. Just him, breakfast, and the perfect view that made the climb to his chambers worth every cursed step. He tossed the pit, tracking its arc as it plummeted toward the gardens below. Some poor gardener would curse the mysterious reign of fruit pits. Again. He grinned, reaching for another plum from the bowl balanced on the stone ledge beside him.
One more, then I'll actually start the day. Make that council meeting slightly less insufferable.
The quiet was its own kind of music, the shuffle of distant servants, the calls of steel-beaked ravens circling the towers. This high up, the world felt manageable, simple. He bit into another plum, then froze. Movement stirred on the eastern road. Not merchants, not temple supplicants. Organized, deliberate, bronze banners glinting in the morning light.
Vrack, vrack, vrack.
The Stonewardens, Lady Veyra's personal guard. The stone beneath him shifted. Chu's body lurched forward, the drop yawning below.
Tuzrak.
He caught himself, hauling his body back, then crashed onto the chamber floor in a heap. His heart pounded, sweat streaked his brow. Veyra was here, now weeks early.
Sinmi needs to know.
Chu grabbed a shirt from the floor, sniffed it once, yanked it over his head. He shoved his feet into unlaced boots and bolted for the door. The spiral staircase challenged his half-laced footwear. He took the steps 3 at a time, slamming into the curved wall, palms scraping raw against the stone. He burst into the main corridor, startling a servant carrying a stack of fresh linens.
Lord Chu.
Sorry, tell Lazira I'll replace them.
He called over his shoulder, not slowing. The grand hall meant witnesses, questions. Chu veered left into the servants' passage, shoulder slamming the low frame. The kitchen was a mistake. Morning meal preparations were in full swing. Steam and shouting filled the kitchen. Chu skidded across the slick floor, colliding with a work table. Pastries flew.
Lord Chu, not again.
Chu snatched a pastry mid-air, shoving it into his mouth as he ducked under a swinging pot. He yelled,
Important business! Matter of state security!
A ladle missed his head by inches. He grinned through a mouthful of crumbs, snagging a handful of berries from another table as he spun past. Juice burst between his fingers, adding to the sticky mess already decorating his chin and shirt. The far door beckoned. Freedom. Almost. Someone thrust a mop into his path. Chu's feet went airborne as he slipped, his body twisting in desperate self-preservation. He landed hard on one shoulder, sliding across the wet floor like a failed ice dancer, directly into a stack of empty barrels. The crash echoed like thunder. Pain bloomed across his back and shoulders as he found himself tangled in wooden debris. Through the haze, he heard the cook's creative cursing, mixing the common tongue with phrases that would make even hardened soldiers blush. Chu extracted himself from the wreckage, offering a dazzling, apologetic smile that fooled exactly no one. He yelled back,
I'll pay for whatever this was. Put it on Father's tab.
He escaped before the ladle could find its mark, the cook's threats fading as he sprinted down the library corridor. Here, at least, silence reigned. Scholars with their noses buried in ancient texts barely looked up as he barreled past, though one older man tutted disapprovingly at the trail of berry juice marking Chu's passage. 3 more corridors, 2 more near collisions, one breathless apology to Anari as he nearly upended her ceremonial incense burner. By the time he reached the strategy room, his lungs burned and fresh sweat had plastered his shirt to his back. He didn't knock, didn't announce himself. just threw the door open hard enough to slam it against the stone wall, the impact sending maps fluttering across the great table. Sinmi looked up sharply from where he stood, fingers frozen over the strategic markers representing clan territories. 2 junior guards flanked him, hands immediately dropping to their weapons at the sudden intrusion.
Veyra, Zinthra, approaching the eastern gate.
Most would not notice, but Chu saw the change. Sinmi's eyes tightening, nostrils flaring, fingers freezing over the bronze marker on the map.
Leave us.
The guards bowed and exited. Chu straightened, wiping berry juice from his chin with the back of his hand. It left another purple streak across his face.
She's early, weeks early, full procession, bronze guard.
How far?
Eastern gate. 30 minutes, maybe less. Just enough time to put on your best, I definitely want to marry this woman face.
Father knows.
He will soon.
Sinmi gathered the maps, his composure hardening like steel, his gaze flicking over Chu's disheveled state.
Clean yourself up. You look like you murdered a berry patch.
And miss the grand arrival? Not a chance. Besides, I think purple suits me.
Chu clutched his chest dramatically, gazing at the vaulted ceiling.
The death of you, brother. This betrothal will be the death of you, and by extension, me. It has barely been a fortnight, and she returns. She certainly didn't waste any time.
No, she didn't. Perhaps her father grows impatient? Or perhaps she simply wishes to familiarize herself with what she believes will soon be her second home.
Sinmi's expression remained impassive, but Chu knew better.
More likely she's here to pressure you into setting a date. The Bronze clan has been pushing for months.
I'm aware.
You can't delay forever?
I'm aware of that as well. It doesn't change the fact I have no desire to bind myself to Lady Veyra or the Bronze clan.
Because your heart belongs to...
Sinmi's sharp glance cut him off.
Don't.
Sinmi placed each strategic marker back in perfect alignment, fingers never betraying the storm brewing beneath his skin. The bronze dragon token felt unnaturally cold against his fingertips, as if the metal itself carried Veyra's calculating presence. He positioned it precisely at the edge of steel territory, where it now sat like an accusation. Chu watched his brother's methodical movements, recognizing the ritual for what it was. Control through order, emotion channeled into precision.
Say something, curse, throw something, have a reaction.
What would you have me say? Lady Veyra has arrived earlier than expected. We will adjust accordingly.
Chu snorted, dropping into a chair and propping his sticky boots on the edge of the strategy table.
Yes, how inconvenient that your future wife has arrived just when you've decided to pursue someone else. Someone who happens to be the daughter of the Steel Dragon Chieftain. Someone we were raised alongside. Minor complication.
Sinmi's eyes flicked to Chu's boots, a hairline fracture appearing in his composure.
Remove your feet from the table.
That's what concerns you right now? My boots?
Chu didn't move, instead reaching for an apple from the fruit bowl. He bit into it with deliberate noisiness. The tension between duty and desire thickened the air.
Not the fact that Bronze Clan's most eligible strategist has shown up weeks ahead of schedule? With a full honor guard? After you just made your declaration about Akira to father?
The muscle in Sinmi's jaw jumped once. His fingers curled around the edge of the table, knuckles whitening almost imperceptibly before he released his grip and straightened to his full height.
The timing is not coincidental. Veyra would not alter arrangements without purpose.
Exactly.
Chu pointed the half-eaten apple at his brother. The truth hung between them, dangerous and undeniable.
Someone told her. Someone with ears in Hearthstone Hall heard your little declaration and sent a raven straight to Bronze territory.
Father would not.
Of course not, father. But someone in his circle. Someone who stands to benefit from strengthening Bronze ties.
Chu swung his boots off the table and leaned forward, suddenly serious.
The question is, why the rush? Why not let you stew in it? Why the immediate show of force?
Sinmi began pacing, 3 steps one way, 3 steps back, the only outward sign of his agitation.
She's claiming territory.
She's claiming you.
The words hung between them, heavy with implications neither brother needed spelled out. Sinmi paused at the window, looking toward the eastern road where bronze banners would soon appear over the ridge.
I made a commitment
To a political arrangement. Not to her.
Chu stood, crossing to his brother's side.
And let's be honest. She made a commitment to a power structure, not to you.
Sinmi's shoulders tightened, then forcibly relaxed. Chu leaned against the window frame, studying his brother's profile.
You don't love her. You don't even like her. And after your bold declaration to father, everyone will know exactly where your heart lies.
lower your voice.
Why? Afraid someone might overhear that the perfect heir has feelings? Afraid someone might realize you're actually a man beneath all that duty?
This isn't about what I want.
It should be.
Easy for you to say. You don't bear the weight of the Elder King's expectations. You don't carry the future of two bloodlines.
Chu switched tactics, mimicking their father.
A true king must sacrifice personal desire for the greater good. Love is a luxury afforded to second sons and common folk.
The impression was so accurate that Sinmi's lips twitched despite himself.
That's not amusing.
It's a little amusing. Also complete Thuzrak. Father married for love, and so did his father before him.
Different circumstances.
Different courage.
Sinmi's fingers curled and uncurled at his sides, the only visible sign of the conflict raging within.
Veyra will expect a formal welcome, full protocol.
Of course she will.
Chu recognized the deflection, but allowed it.
Bronze clan lives for protocol, probably dreams in ceremonial procession order.
Sinmi moved back to the strategy table, eyes tracing the borders between territories.
Oh, it will be brilliant entertainment, watching you navigate Lady Veyra's ambitions while maintaining your icy distance. Truly, the highlight of my otherwise mundane existence.
He sidled up to Sinmi, adopting the rigid posture and stern expression that was his brother's hallmark.
Lady Veyra, what an unexpected pleasure. Please do make yourself comfortable while I find increasingly creative ways to avoid both your company and any mention of our impending doom. I mean, nuptials.
Despite himself, the corner of Sinmi's mouth twitched, the closest thing to a smile that Chu could hope for under the circumstances.
Your talent for drama would be better served in the Royal Theatre.
Chu stepped closer.
What will you tell her about Akira?
The question hung in the air, dangerous and unavoidable.
Nothing. There's nothing to tell until I speak with Akira herself.
And when will that be? Before or after you stand in the welcoming line for your betrothed?
Chu.
Just his name, but loaded with warning. Chu raised his hands in mock surrender.
Fine. We'll play it your way. Perfect heir, perfect host, perfect lies.
He studied his brother's face, noting the shadows beneath his eyes, the tension at his temples.
But she'll know something's changed. Veyra didn't become the Bronze clan's most promising strategist by missing details.
Sinmi didn't answer immediately. When he did, his voice carried the weight of decisions not yet made.
I will honor my commitments until circumstances allow otherwise.
Translation, you're buying time.
I'm respecting obligations while pursuing truth.
And they say I'm the wordsmith.
He ran sticky fingers through his hair, making it stand up even more wildly.
What do you need from me?
The question cut through the tension, simple and direct. Sinmi looked up, something softening briefly in his gaze.
Stand with me. Just be there.
Always. Though I can't promise I won't say something wildly inappropriate at the worst possible moment.
He gestured to his berry-stained clothing.
Also, I should probably change before greeting Bronze clan royalty.
Probably. Though the fruit massacre look does have a certain chaotic charm.
The ghost of a smile touched Sinmi's lips.
See? I'm already helping, making you look even more put together by comparison.
Chu clapped his brother on the shoulder, leaving a sticky purple handprint on his immaculate tunic.
Oops.
Sinmi looked down at the stain, then back at his brother with a mixture of exasperation and reluctant affection.
Go clean up. Meet me at the eastern gate in 15 minutes.
I suppose it would be improper to suggest you suddenly develop a highly contagious disease?
Entirely improper.
Or perhaps a convenient emergency on the far side of our territory?
Chu.
Fine. Fine. But if you decide to flee in the night, know that I'll cover for you. Poorly, and with many overlapping lies that eventually collapse under scrutiny, but I'll try.
At the threshold he paused, glancing back at his brother. Sinmi had returned to studying the map, shoulders squared, face composed. Only someone who knew him as well as Chu would recognize the subtle tells of his distress. The too careful posture, the controlled breathing, the slight tension in his hands.
Sinmi.
He waited until his brother looked up.
Whatever happens, whatever you decide, I'm with you. Brother first, clan politics second.
Sinmi nodded once, the gesture containing more emotion than words could have expressed.
Thank you.
It was enough. It had to be. The storm had already reached their gates, bronze banners flying.
Part 2. Let them be unprepared.
Bronze banners glinted in the morning light. The Steel Clan's gates loomed ahead. The air was crisp, expectant. That was when she had ordered the journey advanced. No fanfare, no announcement, no protocol. Lady Veyra sat tall upon her drake, eyes locked on the Steel Clan gates. Let them be unprepared. Let Sinmi feel what it meant to underestimate a bronze strategist.
We're early. They won't be ready.
Exactly. Preparation is power. I've simply claimed it.
She dismounted in one graceful motion, letting her retinue begin the transfer of luggage and formal tokens. The drake would be cared for. Steel Clan tradition honored dragonkin as kin. They would not insult her beast. The steel guards approached, tall, armored, silent. Their eyes didn't linger on her figure, didn't betray surprise. But their stillness told her enough. She was unexpected, and that was the first victory of the day.
Lady Veyra Zinthra of House Stonewardens. The Steel Dragon clan welcomes you. Your carriage awaits inside the gates for your comfort.
I thank you for your welcome, and I look forward to the hospitality of your clan.
She moved without glancing back. Power didn't ask permission. It arrived early without apology. The alchemical conduits thrummed beneath the steel-plated body. Inside, cool air and privacy. Oren sat across from her, ceremonial sword gleaming faintly.
You're grinding your teeth again.
Am I?
You tend to do that before wars.
I'm not starting a war, just ensuring I didn't lose one.
You speak as if something was taken from you.
I lost choice, and I intend to make that loss worth something.
Her thoughts strayed, only briefly, but enough. To Sean, to his warm obsidian eyes, his voice against her skin whispering, "The alignment of stars doesn't just reveal fate. It unlocks possibility. She'd come undone under his touch, under his words. For those stolen nights, she hadn't been heir to bronze. She'd been Veyra, wanted, not arranged, loved, not traded. But that had been taken. Her father had buried Sean beneath bureaucracy and distance. Assigned to a research post beyond the Velcour peaks. Disappeared. You were raised for more than base desire, Magistrate Hallion had said with surgical calm, as if her body and emotions were nothing but misplaced assets. That was when she'd begun building the weapon no one saw coming, herself. If rebellion got her chained, she'd win through obedience. If love got her caged, she'd master cold ambition. She would be exactly what they wanted. And when they crowned her, they wouldn't even realize the empire was hers alone. Oren's voice cut through memory.
The declaration. Do you believe it genuine?
Emotion is real. Relevance is not. The betrothal predates any affections he's grown fond of.
Do you intend to reclaim him then?
Reclaim? He was never mine. He never needed to be.
If you force a bond he resents, it may undermine.
He won't resist. The Elder King will never allow it. Sinmi won't risk the fallout. He'll stand beside me. He'll perform. That is all I require.
What does he get in return?
The appearance of virtue. The illusion of duty fulfilled. The legacy he clings to. Men like Sinmi value honour above happiness. I would know.
Oren leaned forward, unreadable.
You've never wanted this marriage.
I want what it brings me.
She reached for a small bronze case. Inside, her ceremonial mask waited, engraved with the legacy of her house in runes so fine they could only be read up close, where power whispered rather than shouted.
Will you wear the armor?
No. Let them see me rushed. Unarmoured, vulnerable. Let them believe I've come out of desperation. The misstep will be theirs.
She pressed the mask to her face. It warmed against her skin, magic activating instantly, adhering to her features, finishing the transformation. Behind it, her real face, the girl who lost Shan, who lost choice, who buried dreams for tactics, disappeared.
I appreciate your counsel, Oren, even when it wounds.
Then I will be the wound that protects the heart.
The carriage slowed. Outside, servants prepared the temple courtyard. Formalities would begin in moments. Veyra adjusted her gloves, spine tall. Every eye would soon be on her. Let them stare. Let them see what they wanted. A perfect, poised bronze heiress, not the blade hidden beneath the silk, not the sovereign in disguise, not the girl who had learned that love could be taken, but power. Power could be forged.